Hello and welcome to the UW-Madison Competitive Sports Volleyball Rules. Players. The game will consist of two teams of no more than 6 players each. In co-rec games, the number of men and women on the field shall not differ by more than 1. For example, a team may play with 3 men and 2 women, or vice versa. Each team must have 4 players to begin a game. If a team does not have 4 players present within the 10-minute grace period, the games will be declared a default. Substitutions. Officials must be notified for a substitution. All substitutions will be made at the back center position. All substitutions must make 1 complete rotation. Players arriving late may only enter at the center back position when his or her team has the serve. The free substitution rule is in effect, meaning you may sub any number of times. Equipment. No jewelry. A player shall not wear anything that may be dangerous to him or herself or another player. This includes jewelry, watches, metal cleats, caps, or bandanas. Shoes must be worn. No sandals, boots, or bare feet permitted. This includes the 5-finger shoes. Competitive sports will furnish game balls. You may bring your own equipment for warm-up. Volleyballs are available for checkout in the towel room in the locker room with your WIS card. But please check in with the supervisor first. You will be made to go back and get your WIS card to check in properly. Game format. A match will consist of 3 games using rally point scoring. The first 2 games are played to 25 points. The first team to 25 points will win. If the third game is necessary, it will be played to 15 points. The first team to 15 points will win. The best 2 out of 3 games will be the winner. The team that is leading when the 45-minute time limit is up will win. If time expires, the team leading at that point will be declared the winner of that game. If the game is tied, 1 more serve will occur. Each team may call 2 30-second timeouts per match. No timeouts may be called during the last minute of play. Rules. The ball may hit the ceiling and overhead obstructions above the court, granted that the ball remains on the side of the net that is occupied by the team that last played the ball, and that the ball is legally played again by the same team. Players may not go on to another court to play the ball. The location of a player's feet will serve as the basis for this call. When a ball touches a boundary line, it is considered in bounds. Out of bounds includes the wall, objects, or officials on the court outside the court, the ceiling or overhead obstructions beyond the vertical plane of the net and its out of bounds extensions, also the net outside the vertical tape markers, net antennas, net supports, or referees' platforms. A coin toss will determine serve and side of play. Teams will change serves and playing areas for subsequent games. The jump serve is illegal in recreational leagues. The penalty for this will be a side out. In co-rec, the rotation must be male-female in a clockwise rotation. The exception is if the number of players is odd. No more than 2 persons of the same gender may serve consecutively. Players on the serving team shall not perform actions which intentionally screen or obstruct their opponent's view of the server. A player may touch the floor across the center line or its out-of-bounds extension with 1 or both feet or hands, provided a part of the foot or hand remains on or above the center line. Contacting the floor across the center line or its out-of-bounds extension with any other part of the body is illegal. Contacting the net or any part of it, including net supports or the net antennas, while the ball is in play is prohibited. This is except by a player's hair or unless the force of the ball by an opponent pushes the net or its supports into a player. Illegal hits. A backline player shall not participate in a block or an attempt to block, or attack a ball which is completely above the top of the net while positioned on or in front of the 10-foot spiking line or its out-of-bounds extension. Fouls and misconduct. A yellow-red card system for sportsmanship conduct will be in place. Officials may issue a yellow card, which is a warning, or a red card, an ejection, for the following offenses: verbally abusing another player, teammate, or spectator, persistently breaks the rules, shows by word or action dissent from any decision given by the officials, or is guilty of unsportsmanlike behavior. If the official gives 2 yellow cards or 1 red card to the same person, whether it be a player, substitute, coach, or fan, that person will be ejected from the remainder of the contest. The person must also meet with a recreational sports staff member to be reinstated. This concludes the intramural sports volleyball captains meeting. The captain's quiz found on IM leagues must be completed with a score of 80% or higher before a team can be created. Feel free to contact the IM webmaster at imsports@recsports.wisc.edu with your questions or concerns. Thank you and have an amazing day.